Oh, what's this? What game is this? All I have to do is just not press the button. You know? Just not press the button. Okay, Blaster Master 0.
Ah, you did it! Wait a minute, you're playing the wrong game, asshole!
That's okay, because this game is pretty badass, too. And we're making good progress, too. I'm probably not that far off from completing it. Fuck yeah, Blaster Master 0. Probably got like another 2 hours, 3 hours at most. Korok. Find out if your kid is hooked on Korok, the new craze sweeping the nation. It's like Jenkum, but instead of breathing in the ass juice, you put it up your— I don't know. I don't know anymore, guys. I'm... You know, sometimes you just get lost. And you can't find your way out of the maze. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine. They come and dig my earth. I don't remember the rest of the words. This is gonna— yeah, the map button is again, start, and select is the map button in Zelda, so it's gonna take some getting used to. I've become so powerful since doing the sewage level. Speaking of the sewage level, last night, Mike and I were both in a sewer when we played Snipper Clips. That's how good the audio quality was. Didn't someone say the other night that they were watching my stream from a sewer? Hey Vin, totally baked right now. Yeah, me and my homescrow are watching you from a sewer. Is this a good idea or what? Yeah, no. No, I think that's how you get dysentery. I'm almost 95% sure that watching from a sewer is not a good idea. Not a good idea. It was Frank and Charlie. Yeah. Oh, emote news. That's not happening. It's weird because my emote, the sub number fluctuates pretty hard. We were within 9, and it dipped down by 80. I mean, if you still have emotes, send them to me with the title, like Binyot emote, or just new emote. That way I can search for them. I don't really feel like— it's not a necessary thing. It's not that I need the emotes, it's just that they were almost here, so I wanted to prepare for them. If they ever do happen, that's cool. If not, no worries, mate. Hang on a minute. Wow. Still the best fall damage in all of video games. That is... Alright, I see what I have to do. I really don't know if I really don't know if they needed to incorporate the classic fall damage from Blaster Master 1 into this game. Like, I'm not sure that's a benefit to the game. I'm having trouble seeing it. So hey, did you guys see the review of Demolition Man by Jack and Rich? Good. I thought it was good. I liked it. I actually loved that movie when I was younger. I haven't seen it. That's another movie I want to rewatch. I actually really like the review series a lot. I like that they're just talking. They're no objective. Just you know, one of the guys with another one of the guys, and they have a lot of people at RLM, so there's a lot of different pair-up potentials, which I like. Just talking about movies. Just talking about movies they like, or movies they may not like. It's good stuff. I like it. Looks like from here on out, some man-made sea. This is gonna suck. Sophia doesn't have much underwater mobility, so getting through this is looking pretty impossible. Eve, can you check and see if there's anything in this area that could help with Sophia's underwater mobility problem? Yep, already on it. Just give me a sec here. Got it. Looks like getting a signal from a chip that seems like it could help with getting Sophia through the land, or the sea. Wow! The chip is in the sea, though, so I guess I'll have to dive in there and go fetch it out myself. The waters can get really rough, so please be careful. I like water music. Sometimes. This one's pretty good. I don't think anyone ever really accused Blaster Master of having bad music, but I've heard some negativity about this game's soundtrack. And it's either not bothered me, or has been good. Alright, save. This review is brought to you by Taco Bell. I like that during the review episode, Jay can be seen for all of 4 seconds grabbing a taco, and then that's it. Just a brief cameo, you could barely see his face. It's no Shovel Knight. No, I don't think it's necessarily Shovel Knight level of good. That composer is... I think he's a genius. One of my friends actually kind of knows the composer and met him, the Shovel Knight composer. It said he's a little eccentric socially. That's not to be taken as a negative, because I know a lot of people who are very, very nice, but have, you know, social anxiety. He apparently has some severe social anxiety. That's what I've heard, but that he's a complete and utter genius when it comes to music. Apparently Ukulele's OST is kind of bland. Really? Oh, that's a shame. Vert? Yeah, that's the guy. Why mention it? I don't know. Just a story I heard. And also to encourage those with social anxieties to be amazing at things that they love, I guess. Well, there's some games I will replay just to hear their soundtrack. So hearing that Ukulele has a kind of a semi-bland soundtrack is kind of disappointing. I'd like to find out for myself at some point. Grant Kirkhope is like kind of a hero of mine in a lot of ways, and you know, how banjo-y is the music? That's the real question. Like, was it an attempt to recreate Banjo-Kazooie? Or is it like a unique thing? Because if it's like an attempt to recreate the banjo vibe, like 100%, that could be a detriment. There's a lot of recycled banjo sounds. The music is a unique thing, not the banjo vibe. It's more focused on being ambient, okay. And also music is like really subjective. There are some things like Yasunori Mitsuda with the Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger soundtracks. Most people seem to agree that those are some of the best video game soundtracks, along with Uematsu's work on Final Fantasy. So I mean, there's some stuff that's like, okay, this is really good. But then there's some stuff that people like and some don't. Also, Mitsuda is working on the Xenoblade, what is it, Xeno Chronicles? Xeno something? Xenophobia? What is he working on? The game on this system. Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 is the composer is Mitsuda, who is my favorite composer. So I'm interested. But they're also saying that Xenoblade 2 is going to come out this year. And I'm really, really wondering if that's going to happen. Wait a minute. Yeah, this isn't gonna... Where the fuck am I going? Do we have to go that way? Hang on a minute, I missed something, I think. Oh wait, down I can go. I'm gonna leave the Sophia up there. Oh wait, no, I can't go down. Wait. Sophia can break that. Probably won't get it for another year. I kind of wonder. I really do wonder. They're saying it's gonna come out this year, and it just seems like... I mean, Xeno Chronicles, the one that came out on the Wii U, took forever. Nice little jellyfish Metroid fellas. I'm gonna take the Sophia down here with me. It's not to keep it as long as I can. I have not played a Xenoblade game, or Xenogears, and I know that's a sin. I might want to catch up on the one with Shulk before the new one comes out. That might be like a little personal project of mine. Now that would be great on the Switch. I know they released it for the new 3DS, but that would have been a good Switch game. I've been like kind of meaning to catch up on it. I don't want to stream it though, because if I stream it, I'm not going to enjoy it. I just know it's going to be one of those things that's just going to go on forever, and games that go on forever tend to end badly for me. Unless it's Zelda. Metal Gear Solid 5, I got a little sick of, but that one was actually not... That one wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed playing through the whole game. But I think that's one of those things I kind of just want to play on my own. So I'm heavily considering getting that 3DS version. Do I read or write music on paper? No. Can I imagine the Switch with an install base of 40 to 60 million by 2018? Oh boy, I don't know. It depends on how the holiday goes. It depends on E3 and holiday. But in terms of casual, like, there are friends of mine that have a fucking Switch that have not had a Nintendo system since Wii. Or earlier, or since N64. And, conversely, there are people who I know who are not big video game fans who want a Switch, cannot find one. But they know what it is, they want it, yet they had no idea what Wii U was. So, I would say that Nintendo did a better job with marketing, and that's a bit of an understatement. Is it a good system? Well, that's up to you to decide. I think it's got some problems, but I kind of love it. In the, you know, portable sense, and for Zelda. Now, if that momentum can be, you know, kept up with games like Splatoon and, you know, that Xenoblade game, or whatever else they've got coming out this year, and the indies, through to Mario, it's gonna have a really good holiday lineup. You know, you're gonna have maybe a bundle with Mario Kart. That could be great for sales. A Mario Kart bundle. Mario Kart is one of those things that just sells amazingly. And having a bundle in time for holiday of its first year. Bunduru? Bunduru! Amazing. So yeah, it has some it has some serious potential. I don't know about 20 to 40 million, but that's my analysis. Why didn't I get Breath of the Wild for the Wii U? Because I wanted a Switch. And also, I knew I was gonna play it portably while I was at the studio, because we were going into the mixing phase of the album, and it was like, well, while Joe does his thing, I want to be there. I want to be able to, like, be a pain in his ass. And I want to be able to make little changes, but I also want him to do his own thing. So, it's sometimes an hour or more of me just letting him do his thing. And so, Breath of the Wild has been a really good thing for me. I was playing Shantae, I still didn't finish it. When the Switch came out, I kind of gave up. I regret that. I might go back to it when I'm done with Zelda. I'm excited for ARMS? Not really. I've heard good things. Again, at PAX. I believe Great Zot played it, and he liked it. And other people that played it said they liked it, and it has a surprising amount of depth. But I'm not, like, sitting here with bated breath waiting for it. Like, before Splatoon came out, I was excited for Splatoon. That was a new IP from Nintendo that I cared about. ARMS, I don't have that similar level of excitement. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, shield actually was awesome. Sub-weapon that emits a shield that prevents enemies and projectiles from passing through. Okay. Like snipper clips, ARMS is supposed to have, you play it, you'll love it kind of deal. I'm open-minded. I think a demo would be good for a game like ARMS. Because then you have the 1-2 switch thing, which should have had a demo. I watched Jack and Rich play it on previously recorded. They uploaded the stream that they did of it, like, when the Switch first came out. And, that was the first time I saw, like, almost all of the minigames. And yeah, some of them look okay. Like, the dice one looked alright, but, oh man. Oh man. the Joy-Con problems. So when I played Snipper Clips with Mike, my left Joy-Con did not once go out of sync. My Wii U was on next to my Switch, and it was connected to the internet. So I did an experiment, and I disconnected the Wii U. Like, I'm talking, like, 4 inches away from the Switch. And, I had 0 connection problems the whole night. I think I may have isolated a big chunk of the problem. I know that's, like, so bizarre that that would even be a problem. But I have a feeling that was it. Complaints about the Joy-Cons being too small. I'll tell you what, when I played Snipper Clips last night, I did not have a problem with the controller being small. I wonder if I'm gonna have a similar experience with Mario Kart. And I wonder if a game like that, which is a little bit, well, a lot more intensive, I'm gonna end up, like, bumping my thumbs into each other. So, I don't know, the verdict is out. I think it's a good fit when you have the wrist strap on. I haven't had a problem with it like that. But I'm wondering if certain kinds of games are gonna be more, like, oh fuck, I need more controller. Yeah, I heard that the PETA guy was upset that you could milk a cow in 1-2 switch. That's terrible. Wow. Do I think it's something Breath of the Wild related? It could be. I don't know. I'm gonna try again at some point. I sent both of my left Joy-Cons in to get repaired. So, at this point, there's nothing Nintendo can do. God damn it. I see what I have to do now, okay. I have 2, yeah. Well, I have 2 sets of Joy-Cons, because, when I sent my first set out, I wanted to get another one, knowing that eventually I'd play multiplayer, like Mario Kart. And I was like, well, as a replacement, god damn it, as a replacement, while my other one's getting repaired, I can use these. So yeah, I have 2 sets of Joy-Cons. This is a really fucking big area to be on my own like this. Like, when you're just a dude and you're not tank, it's a little scary. Like, I can imagine this is what the Power Rangers must have felt like. What do I think of the Pro Controller? I've said that the Pro Controller is one of the best controllers I've ever used. I love it. I have a problem with the D-pad in Breath of the Wild. I don't know if that extends to all games. I have not had a problem with it in Shovel Knight, or in this game. Because what happens is, in Breath of the Wild, if you haven't watched me stream that, it selects powers sometimes. It registers as me pressing up when I don't. And that's no good. However, in this game and Shovel Knight, I haven't had any issues, so I don't know. But yeah, it really is a great controller. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I don't know if it's worth the... well, it's worth the money for how good it is, but I still think it's an expensive fucking controller. And this is... yeah, you get a Switch for $300. You know, you get 2 Joy-Cons, you get the wrist straps, you get the controller dock. You know, you can get started for $300 plus money for a game. But ideally, you want to drop that extra bit on the Pro Controller. So that's not a cheap thing. But I would say if you do get a Switch, or if you have a Switch, at some point you're going to want a Pro Controller. You know, you're like Mario. Probably be awesome with this thing. Would I suggest it as a controller for the computer? I've only used it, like, minimally, but it does work, and I think this is a pretty good computer controller if you don't have one already. But it's Bluetooth, so you have to actually have a receiver. Okay. You really like the dog controller? I think it's pretty good. I like the dog controller when I used it. That'll definitely tide you over. Probably get the job done just fine. I also think that playing Breath of the Wild freeballing is also pretty good. Like being able to hold the controllers however the fuck you want. Gurnahide. This looks like a Link to the Past boss. Wow. What the fuck? Come on. My fucking... Well, you know why I was able to do that? Because I didn't take any damage, and my weapon is at its maximum potential. Maximum. But still, come on, where's the balancing? That was too easy. Let's see if I can go up. Yep, I can go up. Crinkle noises? Yeah, that was a water bottle. Water bottle. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's a good current. That is a current. That is a very good current. It looks like I'm not gonna be able to get in there. I need Sophia for that anyway, I think. Alright. Oh. This is a lone mission. This is a solo mission. Riker has been beamed down to the planet, and he has to sleep with all of the green women. You know, for Picard. You know, for the Federation. For the Prime Directive. Okay, this is... not fun. I guess I could duck down, but... I want to live dangerously. What's happening? Oh my god. You have to just time the button presses exactly right. Oh, it sucks though. This has to be the upgrade for swimming. For the Sophia. It has to be. There's no other spots I can go to. Ah! Good. You have to wait for the dock. There it is. You gotta get docked first. Fuck this, I'm moonwalking back here. Yeah, moonwalk that shit. Just a thought, what if all the games released on the Switch somehow tie into the same universe, like Mario Galaxy, Splatoon, and... But like the Marvel universe? Why does everything have to be a universe these days? I'd be okay with it if there were like... You know, if Mario went to a Splatoon area. Like, I have no problem with Link being in Mario Kart. But I don't think it's necessarily, you know, gonna be a thing where they're all linked together. I just got called a DC cuck. I've not seen a single DC Cinematic Universe movie. What? I think Splatoon and Mario Sunshine could definitely be a cool crossover. Like, picture an asymmetrical multiplayer mode where you... Okay, one team are Inklings, and the other person, it's online, it's like an online multiplayer mode, so it's the 4 Inklings versus 1 Mario with Flood. And that 1 Mario with Flood, or maybe 2, maybe Mario and Luigi with Floods, and they have to clean up. Well, that's just Splatoon without the extra paint. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's an excellent... it might be cool, but the kicker is that the Splatoon side plays exactly like Splatoon, the Mario side plays exactly like Mario. Wow, that was a cool giant enemy crab. Hey? Hi? Yeah, maybe not. I tried. Listen, no, you know, my ideas lately, they've been suffering a bit. You know, I peaked at Mario Party Ultimate online with minigame and with board creator. Wait, really? Huh. I missed some stuff in there. Probably gonna have to go back in, but... Do I know who will cut the mustard tonight? I don't know. The shadow I saw earlier? The chip signal is coming straight from it. No way, that thing is using the chip? This is bad news. Eve, I gotta take this thing down. What? Eve, are you alright? Eve is definitely inside Sophia, but it seems the transmission is bad. I hope nothing happened to her. Damn, of all the times, please be safe. Get ready for the hardest fight of my life. This weapon is just too good. I'm sorry, this weapon is broken. Moo prible underwater. Eve, can you hear me? Jason? Eve, you're safe, thank goodness. Hey, what's the matter? I could be asking you the same question. Transmission to you was really unstable. I kept calling out to you. Did you not notice? Transmission? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice. Hey, I'm just glad everything's alright. It's a doppelganger. Alright, please be careful getting back, okay? Yep. Eve is a doppelganger. pass it on. Whoops! When did I get this weapon? You get it from the start. All you have to do is upgrade your, these red things. They fill up a slot, and when you have full health, kinda like in Zelda when you can shoot with the sword, when you retain, full health... Alright, that's not exactly how that is. Okay. If you take damage, normally you take damage once, you lose the best weapons. But I have a thing that allows you to take one hit, and you can retain the weapon. Okay, so I think the, yeah, it's up. It is up left. No, up right. Has the switch warping gotten worse? No, it's about the same. If a doppelganger of yourself came to you and said he wants you to come to the future with him, would you go? I would ask him one question. Can I come back? So, Happy, you asked me the question. Your rules. Am I allowed to come back? Some people are saying no, but you did not pose the question. Only Happy can tell me the answer to this. Only if you kill the new Paradox Vinny for when you come back. I said Vinny as Vinny by accident, but I guess I'm just Vinny now, so... okay, I have to kill the... I have to kill myself? God, that's deep. You just fucking... I don't know if I'd be able to sleep with myself. Listen, I'm already a nervous wreck sometimes. When it comes to, like, small things. Like, I kill a spider and I think about it for, like, an hour. No, I don't think I want that on my consciousness. Consciousness either. Yeah, both. I don't want it on either of those things. How far into the future are we talking, Happy? I don't know if I'm allowed to ask these questions, but this is important. This is Iputat. Cause if it's like 10 years, then it's not worth it. If you kill your future self, does that mean that your past self will eventually kill you? But he said it's a doppelganger. So those rules don't seem to quite apply. You're out, I'm in. The people want more Vin. Is that what you want? Yeah, this is getting very complicated. Old quote. Someone had just discovered that. Nice to see that my more embarrassing moments in life are still being discovered. That's good, you know. Vinny wants you to come to the future millions of years to prevent Gygas from ruling over the world. Okay, now that's just silly. So here's what we'll say. If the doppelganger wanted me to go 50 years instead of million years, everything's gonna be totally unrecognizable. There's gonna be, like, squid humans. You know, someone's gonna have... someone by then will have managed to make anime real. I'm not sure I'm prepared to live in a world like that. So let's just say 50 years. I would go 50 years just to see where we're at with video games and technology. And I would, you know, I'd want to, like, grab a sports almanac. I would probably... like... find the hit music of, like, 2025 and bring it back with me so I can then, you know, listen to it and definitely not plagiarize it. I wouldn't Led Zeppelin it. I would listen to it and you know, not rewrite it for my own ends, my own seedy, evil purposes. Definitely not. That would invalidate the point of me even doing music in the first place. So no, let's not do the music thing. Let's not do the music thing. I would be curious to see what the future is. And, like, you know, here's what I would like to do. I would like to check out, like, the most revered and classic bands of, like, 2020. Just out of curiosity. Just to see, like, which band is coming up that's gonna be considered, like, a classic. That's for music, but for video games, I really want to, like... I want to see how far we've made it in the VR sex industry. Like, I'm just curious. Again, it's, like, curiosity. I'd like to know how Game of Thrones ends. Zelda. Is it still around 50 years from now? What does it look like? Definitely not winning lottery numbers, because that's just stupid. Nice. Ah, that's much better. Wait a minute. That's Japes. I don't have to go that way. That way's done anyway. It's an interesting weapon. But then I would have to kill my doppelganger. That's weird. I don't think I could do that. I really don't. Even if it doesn't affect or create a paradox of any kind. That would just fuck me up. That would just, like, damage my psyche. How far do you think you'd have to go into the future to find Half-Life 3 and bring it back for us? Listen. Do you think Half-Life 3 would even run on modern computers? Maybe it'll run on Project Scorpio, you know, because consoles are now just PCs, but less powerful and more expensive. Listen, I'm not a fan of this console upgrade thing that's happening these days. I think it's weird. It's like, oh, halfway through, here's a tech upgrade. So now you can view the thing in 4K. I'm probably gonna get some shit for it. Listen, if it makes you happy, and you want that 4K upgrade, and you want your Xbox to look better, that's awesome. You know, listen, I think it's cool that Xbox exists. I have one. I've enjoyed my 360. I enjoy my Xbox One for Netflix. And I also enjoy that it sells 4 units in Japan every month. I like that I can count the number of units sold on my hand. So yeah, good system. There's gonna be exclusives. Yes, there are going to be exclusives for Project Scorpio. I read about that. And, that's cool. You know, again, you now have 3 consoles to choose from. Well, we've had this for years. And if you want to play all the games you want, you need to spend and drop the money on all those consoles to get all the exclusives. So... that's cool. Very cool. Very cool! Looks like we made it to the glacier area. How's Fred's signal leave? All good. I can still pick it up. Great. How about all those mutants? Any changes since last time? It looks like some of them are still there, but most of them went elsewhere. I just can't get a read on these guys. What could they be up to? Jason, I know you want to find out, but we gotta focus on looking for Fred. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry too. I spoke too strongly. Ground looks like it's gonna be frozen. Please tread carefully. I'm a console gamer. I feel like I need to explain myself, because I am shitting on the Xbox, and yet... my deal is this. I usually have a Nintendo system, and one other system. It's been like that since PlayStation. I loved my PlayStation. I loved my PlayStation 2. Xbox 360 was cool, because I got to play GTA on it. And Gears of War, and some other stuff, like Call of Duties, and stuff like that. But that was before I had a computer that could handle that stuff. Now, I feel like I'm content with Nintendo, plus, a really beefy computer. And again, this thing, like, of just more power, throw more power into these things. You know, I get people like graphics and power, but I understand that. I like graphics too, that's why I bought a 1080. But it's just like... now the console cycle includes upgrades. It's just, you don't know how to build a computer, or you don't want to buy a computer that has a gaming potential. You just get a console. And yes, it's got exclusives. They all got exclusives. I know about the exclusives. You know, the exclusives meaning... then there's like timed exclusives. That's fantastic. And I'm, as a gamer, I'm enthusiastic about timed exclusives. That's, oh man. Good stuff. So, I have a PS3, I have an Xbox One. I don't plan on getting a PS4 until it, like, really drops down, and even then, it's just gonna be to play, like, a few games. And my Xbox One, I don't plan on upgrading to Project Scorpio. So if you're a big Xbox fan, I'd like to, offer you my deepest and most sincere apologies for not liking the thing you like very much. Oh, that's... oh shit, flamethrower. Awesome. That makes sense. There we go. What if the Switch offered an upgrade with better specs? It would be a hard purchase. It would be a really, really, really difficult purchase. Like, for example, I'm not really into Forza. And most of the games I have on PC are the ones that involve shooting. I play Nintendo games for Nintendo franchises, like that's why I get the systems. I got the new 3DS, which is a little bit of an upgrade. I don't understand why it had to be that. There's like 3 fucking games that take advantage of the new 3DS's power. So even Nintendo is guilty of this shit. You know, if they're telling me that I need to upgrade my Switch 4 years from now because the new Zelda is gonna be on it, and it can only be done. The world is so cool and so massive and so awesome, and the physics are so cool that it can only be done with this upgrade. I would consider it. And if they were like, there's a few other good games coming out that are gonna be exclusives, but they could only be made possible with the power of this thing, then I would certainly consider it. But the new 3DS was just really, like, it was underutilized. It was really underutilized. Some games just used some upgrades, but there were not very many exclusives for it. So, it sounds like the expansion pack on the N64. The expansion pack, though, how much was that? That came with Donkey Kong. That's the thing, like, the expansion pack was a thing you could just put in your system. They had planned for that. And then a game came with it, a game I was getting anyway, so that was a fine upgrade. I didn't really notice it. On its own, it was 40? Yeah. Listen, I want my games to look good. I want my games to be, you know, good. I want there to be powerful games, but I'm also kind of like, I also have like a little bit of a resentment for this console generation, because developers have to make their games like 5 years or 4 years behind the curve, because most people have consoles and they want to reach as wide of an audience. Not most people, but many people have consoles and they want to reach as wide of an audience as possible. So they'll make, you know, PC games that would actually end up looking better and being better if the consoles just didn't exist. And it sounds a little bit elitist. I don't mean to sound that way. This is not an issue I think about on a daily basis. I'm not like, fuck consoles! But I always feel like, I guess at this point, my thing is, what can a console offer that's different than a really good PC? And I know not everyone wants— it's ease of use, of course. Not everyone wants to sit there and build a PC. Not everyone wants to figure out how to make parts fit into a thing. Not everyone actually even cares about power. They just want to sit there, hook a thing up to their TV, and then they're good to go. Which one works? The laser? What do you mean laser? I think just the flamethrower works for these. Oh, no shit. Wow, that's about 30 hours of gameplay or more. Okay. Easy fix. And we're good. On Sophia. Oh, I see what you mean, okay. Consoles offer a unified set of hardware. Getting shit to work with them. Getting shit to work on whatever the user has installed is a lot harder than a planned set. So yeah, okay. So then you get ease of use with consoles. But, you know, I'm pointing out some of the negatives. and I hope you can understand my perspective. As a console owner, as someone who's, you know, not been an elitist PC gamer my whole life. And I think that the Project Scorpio thing and the PS4 HD thing are just, I don't know. I have no interest. Then again, maybe I'm not the market. I'm not the target audience. Wait, why would I even want to go here? Why do I need those? J-Man says, I just want to play fucking video games for fuck's sake. Yeah, you play video games however you want. And if that includes, you know, a multi-$100 upgrade to your current system so you can play even more video games, then that's what you gotta do. Vinny, the Scorpio and Pro target a niche of a niche. There was a Forbes article about how the Switch is saving console gaming, and I don't agree 100%, but I understand what the point of the article was. Like, I read some of it, I didn't go through the whole thing. I don't necessarily agree with that statement, but I kinda am happy that the Switch is doing something that gives it a unique utility and function in the world, in the very cluttered world of gaming at the moment. There's a lot of choices. There are a lot of choices, and really, like, you know, if they had just gone for a powerful, like, home console system, that would have made a lot of people happy. With, like, sick graphics, bro. But I feel like them going for a slightly different approach with the handheld thing was a good call for them. Again, I don't know about saving console gaming. That's a little bit strong. That seems a little clickbaity in my opinion. But, as someone who's used both the console and handheld mode, it does both really well. In my experience and in my opinion. So... you know, for all its problems, it does have its successes. And, when I look at a game like Mario Kart 8, and I think about, like, what if Nintendo had the power of Project Scorpio? I'm sure Mario's mustache would look so twirly, and so, like, finely groomed. I mean, his hat and his mustache already have some pretty insane physics in Mario Odyssey. But could you imagine the details that we would have on Mario's face? In 4K, with, like, fucking, like, 1080 NVIDIA graphics? Holy shit. Don't even get me started. I'm gonna splort all over the place. And that's the thing, Nintendo doesn't go for the realistic stuff. You know, a lot of games on Xbox do. A lot of sports games, racing games, shoot, and more. Story. If you're going for a realistic thing, then you're gonna want that power to try to bridge the gap between Uncanny Valley and, you know, just, oh, this is a game, and these are people. The Mass Effect gap. But Nintendo's always been on the, you know... I don't even really want to say cartoony, but stylized. And yes, cartoony would work. So, I mean, I don't know if they exactly need the power. And to play devil's advocate to myself, because I do like to see things from all perspectives. I like to see the... I really don't like just black and white arguments where it's like, oh, this is it, that's it, that's it! Case closed! RP! To play devil's advocate to myself, Breath of the Wild with more power would have looked great. The game functions well. It works. But there are definitely some stuff. There's some graphical things. Some pop-in. The landscape, the frames that a more powerful console would have easily fixed. So, you know, that's the devil's advocate. Someone's mentioning that they've emulated it on PC already. They have on, I think, CEMU, C-E-M-U, but it also doesn't work 100%. Like, you can't access a lot of shrines, and the physics are fucked, from what I understand, so it's not quite playable yet. What about, Breath of the Wild isn't well optimized for the Switch. I was a little disappointed with that. That's the part of me that likes Graphisk. Remember how excited I was for 60 FPS, 1080p, Breath of the Wild on Switch? Remember when that didn't happen? It hasn't detracted from my experience, especially with the patch fixing a lot of the frame issues. But, yeah, it would have been nice. Oh, that turret is a huge help. Vinny, can you go a single stream on the Switch without complaining about it? Nope. And I'll tell you why. Because if I didn't, I would be fucking labeled a Nintendo cock-slurping fanboy. So you will always get every perspective. Unless Nintendo released a perfect system. Listen, I said this before, I love the Switch. I don't want to toss it. I like it. I think it's a good system, and I've been having so much fun with it. It's great. See? I'm just waiting. Let me look. Where's the cock slurping? There it is. There it is. Thank you. And if I'm gonna make an argument saying that the Nintendo Switch is a great system because it doesn't prioritize power over its functionality, then you're goddamn right I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it. Oh, that's cool. Someone said, I've even heard Nintendo fanboys complaining about the Switch's problems. Thing is, I think everyone likes the console. They just wish it was a little bit better. Absolutely. Could you imagine the Switch with longer battery life, a little bit more power, no Joy-Con issues? You know, if all the, like, virtual console stuff was already there? Unstoppable. It would be great. It would be awesome. It's already great, but there's, you know, that would be awesome. Fucking no one would be complaining then. Well, you know what? That's not true. Did you know that complaining is a hobby for some people? If I fit that category, then, deepest apologies. You willing to pay for all that? Ooh, good retort, good retort. Gotta keep the price down. Some people say that the $300 price point was still too expensive. Meanwhile, adjusted for inflation, it's still one of the cheapest game consoles ever made. Or ever sold. Let's say it was $350, and these problems were addressed. I'd fork up the extra 50 bucks. But you wonder if, you know, Mom is gonna buy little Timmy or little Tucker the system. Hang on a second. What is this thing again? Receive transmissions from far away. Currently set to on. What's going on here? It would have to be 400 to 500 extra bucks to fix the issues. Oh, okay. I don't know where you get that info, but you know what? I'll buy it. It blinks when you're near a boss. Oh, okay, okay. I thought maybe there was like a hidden item here or something, but I gotcha. Oh no! Is that Fred? I thought Fred was gonna be the mutants. Poor guy is pretty injured, but he's still alive, thank goodness. What's this? Looks like machine parts. What are these doing here? Jason, could I have a look at him? Yep, he's fine. Sophia's equipped with everything we need to treat him. Seriously, that's awesome. I can't believe we finally found him. What's going on? Hang on a second. Looks like something happened at a facility in there. I guess I'll have to go check it out. I'll leave Fred's treatment to you. All this work for a shitty frog? Hey! Hey! Hey, that's my frog! Wow. Wow, this part kinda... This part kinda is dangerous. I'm gonna play for like another 15 minutes. Then we'll check out the art. I think there's probably one more stream left of this for me. We found Froob, finally. Froob the frog. How's my new sleep schedule going? Actually, very well. I get my full 8 hours, and I wake up earlier than I was waking up, let's say a month ago. See, what I've been doing is, as soon as I'm done streaming, I've just been going straight to bed, which means I've been watching less things. For a while, I was watching a lot of stuff on TV, or on Netflix, or on HBO, or whatever, and I was just getting to bed way too late. So now that I've reorganized my my body to move to wake up earlier. I'm just checking something out here. Don't mind me. There's a secret here, isn't there? There's a secrets. Where's them secrets? Wow. Oh, fuck. So, is this a bad idea? I kinda think this is a bad idea. I think that's a bad idea. But yeah, the sleep thing's going well, and I've been... This has been, like, for the past few months, I haven't had a lot of time to just chill. Like, I genuinely have to apologize to my friends. Because I get into these modes where I forget that people exist. Because I'm just too busy working on stuff. Or after I'm done with that, I'm just like, yeah, can I be alone for like 5 hours? Which I don't get, but it's been good to get up a little earlier so I get things done earlier. And then I can actually cook earlier and then almost be like a real human being. And so it's been good. It's been good. I can't believe PAX almost fixed my sleep schedule. Almost, because I'm still an extreme night owl. To the point where some people would be like, how the fuck do you stay up that late? But I'm okay with it. And again, staying busy has been like probably the best thing for my mental state. It's really easy. Oh man, I could dwell. I could ruminate. I could really just get lost in so much stuff. And I used to. I mean, listen, the longer I was on a computer, the easier it was for me to lapse into some form of fucking, like, funk. Into some, like, sewage rot funk. But getting out of the house, being busy, when it's nice out, going for long walks... Like fast walks, you know, like Sonic walks, so that way I can get some exercise in. Now cooking, music, working on stuff for Vinesauce, working on doing streams. Keeping my mind busy, learning new things about probably stupid things like conspiracies. It's been good. Wait, what is this? I can talk to the frog? Anyway, I'll stop talking about myself now. Let's talk about frogs. And what are they? Oh, I can't talk to the frog yet. Why am I able to talk to a frog? God damn it. Am I trash scum for preferring consoles over PC? No. I'm not- not in my eyes. No. What matters most is how you feel about who you are. Not anyone else. But you are a bit of a trash lord, yeah. Just a little bit, a little bit. I mean that in the best possible way, though. Listen, you're here on Vinesauce, you're watching trash. We're all trash lords. This is a term of endearment, my friend. Vinny, what's it like to have legs? Easy to take for granted. Very easy to take for granted. Generally, pretty cool though. Sometimes they get tired. But I like walking. And I'm grateful that I have legs. Good question. Good question. A lot of things, you know, you want to, like, I want to do to become a better person, and one of the things I've learned from me, and this is the last I'm going to talk about this shit, because you just want to play some video games and hear some memes, I get it. But taking things for granted is easy, so I try to sometimes really just appreciate what I have, like, just, like, stop, and just, oh, right, okay, yes, yes, I'm very lucky, this is good, okay. Take a deep breath, and it helps, it helps. So yeah, legs are alright, lips are good too. I mean, I don't know who doesn't have lips, but, just, you know, I'm sure someone out there would love to have lips. Yesterday I had a really fun existential crisis. I was listening to that fucking podcast again, and they were talking about, like, you know, existence and just like fucking existential stuff. And I had to stop in my car and like look around and be like, how do we get here again? Wait, what's the point of all this again? Good. It's a good moment. It was good. Good. G-O-U-D. U-D. But how did we get here? I don't know. What are we even doing here on Vinesauce? How do I have an audience? Why do people watch me? But more seriously, the more important question is, why are we on this planet, which we all know to be a hollow, flat cube? So, you know, it's like when Morty's like, there's no point to any of this, just come watch TV. I get it. I get the picture, Morty. I think he's like something like, no one belongs anywhere. So that's why, like, you know, for me, it's all about the Szechuan sauce. Because life is short, you know? Get the Szechuans. This is supposed to be the control facility for the glacier area, but it looks like there's nothing here. Watch out, Jason. I'm detecting a mutant in that room, huh? I think the entire room is a mutant. Looks like there's a lot of them, but they aren't gonna stop me. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, awesome. This ability is awesome. Wait a minute, there's an actual hard boss fight finally? It didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Okay, that was an awesome boss fight. That fucking boss fight actually required quite a bit of skill. It wasn't cheapable. Climb on cliffs and walls. Good shit. I remember there was a treadmill that I needed. Great job, Jason. Are you alright? You're not injured, are you? Nope, no injuries. All good here. Thank goodness. I have something I want to talk to you about when you get back. Got it. I'm heading back now. Thanks. I'll be waiting for you. Yo, this fucking game has been very, very impressive for me. So you had something you wanted to talk to me about. Before I do that, Fred, go over and sit with Jason. Ribbit, ribbit. Fred was sitting in the palm of her hand. He seemed to understand our language because he hopped over to me and sat by my feet. All his injuries looked like they have been healed thanks to Eve's medical treatment. Our drone here, known as Fred, also known as Fred, had but one purpose when it came to this planet: to blend in naturally with the creatures that lived on this planet and search for the whereabouts of mutants. Eve, what are you saying? The mutants began to consume all the planet's natural resources and life forms, and the planet fell into a state of ruin. The mutants once invaded my home planet too. Thanks to the help of some extraordinary people, we were able to hold on to our home, but the destruction was massive. That's when we developed something that could oppose the mutants that were scattered throughout space and rescue the people on other planets at the same time. That would be none other than the Sophia 3 here. Oh, it's aliens! Got it! There was also a project that set out to create a support bot that could perform maintenance and adjustments on Sophia. As for that support bot, well, that's actually an android. Model number Nora 2057. Eve. In other words, that's me. Whoa, hold on a minute. What are you? Are you saying that you got your memory back? Yeah, sorry, I didn't say anything about it until now. No worries, Eve, but is everything that you just said really true? Yeah, honestly, I'm not supposed to be telling you this. Excessive interaction with the planet's native life forms is forbidden, but since you saved me, I felt that you had the right to know. No, that's not it. I really just wanted to tell you everything. Eve. Thank you for fighting alongside me all this time, Jason. This is where we part ways. I have to continue this on my own. What do you mean? It's exactly like I said. You found Fred, so that means you accomplished what you came here to do. That's why there's no need for you to keep putting yourself in danger fighting against these mutants. Leave the rest of this to me. I want you to return to the surface. No way. But Jason, why? There's still a lot I don't get, but if these mutants are aiming to destroy the Earth, then I can't just walk away now. You don't have to worry, I will. Can one really do this all alone? Where is the guarantee in that? If you fail, do you have some other way to stop the mutants? And also, this tank is badass, I want to keep driving it. Well, even if you don't think you're gonna fail, you should always eliminate any risks you can, right? You know what needs to be done in order to make that happen. Eve, I want to be there for you. Just like you were there for me. It's my turn to support you, Eve. I held out my hand towards her. Jason, will you give me your support? Eve's hand joined together with mine. I held it as tightly as I could. Yeah, leave it to me. Climb on cliffs and walls while moving towards a cliff or wall. Hold the wall button. What's the wall button? Oh. quality video game. I mean that non-ironically, and I often don't. But I have, I know that this had a pretty short development cycle, but I think they really did a great job with it. Inti creates, not init creates like I once said. Now, I just need to find a save point real quick. I don't think I'm ready to defeat those yet. Well, here's an ice cave. Ah, man. This isn't a save point. I guess I'll have to play a little longer. Just this far, and then I know where the save point is. It's right back at the beginning of the area, so... See, now this is what happens when you take too much damage. As you can see, I reverted back to the weakest power possible. Now, I can imagine the crab boss with... Oh no, this is the weakest one. I can imagine fighting the crab boss using this would not be easy. I wonder if, there's gonna end up being speedruns of this game. I mean, I don't see why not. If there's been speedruns of the original Blaster Master, why not a better one? Oh, there is actually nothing here. This is just garbage. Oh, KY, that's you? Oh, that is you. What's up, dude? Max level gun is so OP, I had to force myself to not use it. I know. That's... I don't know if you caught me with the crab boss. That's right, KY is now King KY instead of Live by Foma, everyone. So if people were wondering, like, where his streams went, just go to King KY on Twitch. I'm glad that you actually ended up going through with it. You're now a king. And I'm the queen of France. There was someone who was worried about you, KY. They care. Just really want to hit up a save point. Where am I going again? I have to go... but there's a secret... There's a secret up there. I'm gonna have to get that next time. Not so much a secret, but just an upgrade. Ah! On one hand, I'm really happy this game got difficult. On the other hand, fuck everything. I swear, you could probably use some of my death screams as like stock horror movie scream sound effects, or like a first-person shooter. God fucking... I just want to save, I want to go to bed. So what did you complete it, KY? Did you complete Blaster Master? If so, what did you think of it overall? Oh, there is a save in the menu. What do you know? KY says he enjoyed his time with it, but he got bored. It doesn't really evolve. I don't 100% feel like it doesn't stay stagnant because there's like, the upgrades to the Sophia between flying and wall climbing definitely give you extra mobility in a way that makes the game more interesting. Like, just the climbing that I've unlocked just now is pretty cool. I do agree that the levels and the enemies, it's just kind of like go through corridors, fight, go through corridors, fight, and then go into a top-down segment. However, I can't say I've been getting bored. I feel like I've been actually having quite a good time with this. Well, I'm going to the save point anyway. I'm stubborn. On second thought, kind of like right here, so I may as well, right? I mean, that's... And that way next time I'll be... Oh, wait. Yeah, we're gonna just save right here. So is that it? I can shut the game off now? Well, now I can shut the game off. Okay. So we're good then. Just double save, just wanted to double check. Everything's good. Good. Alright. Alright, tomorrow, probably gonna be around. I'd say that there's a very high probability that I'll be around to stream. I'm not gonna be around early, but, around my later time, I'll probably be doing an extensive Zelda stream. So if you are interested in watching some more of my Zelda streaming, then that's when it will happen. I'm going to now check the art, and then I'm going to shut this thing down forever. That way we can all be happy again.